Welcome to Hong Kong Blu-rays. Today we're reviewing the Blu-ray release of The Greatest Lover.
This is HKB, I'm Leon.
I'm Shaz.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. And please subscribe and give us a like.
And welcome back to all our returning viewers.
So, today's episode, we'll be covering The Greatest Lover, directed by Clarence Ford. First we're going to talk about the Blu-ray release itself, and then a little bit after, we'll be talking about the film and what we thought of it.
The Greatest Lover is another release from the Hong Kong Classic Movies range from Panorama Corporation. What did you think?
Yeah, I love these releases from Panorama. I think they're really nice, especially the Hong Kong Classic Movies range. And yeah, they all seem to be of a certain standard. They're all, quite a lot of them are pretty basic releases, but they've been beautifully done.
Yeah.
They look good.
You get like a nice glossy slip cover and an interior picture on the case, don't you?
Yeah, they look good lined up on the shelf, together. We like that. Yeah, so the actual physical package was quite nice. Like I say, the slip case cover, the artwork's good. And I believe we have a still from the film on the reverse of the sleeve. Yeah, which is, it's nice. It's better than opening it up and finding just blank white, nothing. You've got a little something extra to look at.
Yeah, it's nice.
How did we do for extras on the actual disc?
Nothing apart from a trailer.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the trailer.
Yeah, it's always good to have the trailer, whet your appetite before you watch the film. Picture, Shaz, how did you find it this time?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't bad, there's a couple of soft scenes in it. Picture-wise, but otherwise I thought it was pretty good. And the audio, I'm thinking the audio was just standard.
Yeah, pretty average really for this type of film.
Yeah, pretty middle of the road. Nothing really wrong with it, but nothing outstanding about it.
Nothing wrong with it, no, not at all.
Okay. And moving on to that, we have the subtitles. How did you get on this time?
I thought they were clear. A few little typos on the English ones.
And, this one.
And just a bit quick in a few places I found, but say other people might be fine, might be able to read quicker than me.
Yeah, we're pretty slow readers, so we don't often catch everything, but it doesn't really worry us. As long as we get the gist of what's going on and get most of what's said, we're happy. Yeah. So, score-wise, Shaz?
So we're going to score the package 2 stars.
The picture quality 4 stars.
The audio 3 stars.
And the subtitles 4 stars.
So just a little bit about this film for anyone that's not seen it before.
Yeah, this is romantic comedy, hints of drama in it. It's pretty slapsticky. The story itself, you've got like 3 illegal immigrants, which is Chow Yun-Fat, Eric Tsang, and Shing Fui-On, and they make their way over to Hong Kong for what they expect is going to be a better life. Chow Yun-Fat's character, he gets separated from the other 2, and he bumps into a guy in a hotel who gets like jilted by these 2 women that he's after, and he wants to get back at them. So he sees like Chow Yun-Fat, country bumpkin, thinks, I can do something with this guy, and he takes him to his friend Anita Mui, and she's sort of, I don't know, like a life coach or makes somebody, into like a bit of a personality. So she tries to take Chow Yun-Fat and teach him to be a womanizer, so that he can then, get revenge for that guy. He can lure them in and then see how they like being jilted. So that's the basic gist of it. Well, we can't go any further into it than that, but that's your setup. What did you think, Shaz?
I did like it. I was a bit confused at the beginning. It's a bit bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't watch these sort of style of Hong Kong comedies, it can be very jarring when you first put it on. Like the first up to, I'd say, half an hour, you can be thinking, what the hell am I watching here? Is there any plot? Is there any story? What are they doing? You know, when we got like madcap dancing out of nowhere, and people eating tiger poo thinking it's cake and stuff, you know, you could be tempted just to hit that off button. But if you're hardcore fans like us and you want to see what Chow Yun-Fat's done, that isn't the killer, isn't John Woo, isn't Ringo Lam, then, you know, then when you stick with it, you get to the end of the film and all of a sudden you're like, where did the switch happen? When did I suddenly become emotionally invested in this?
Yeah.
You know? And
which we did, didn't we?
Yeah, which we did, you know? And yeah, it was a pretty good one. I like the performances in this. There's a wide range of like actors in this. Like I said, Anita Mui, I thought she was fantastic. She was my personal favourite in this one. I mean, I've always thought, you know, Anita Mui looks absolutely gorgeous on the screen. Yeah. And there's a couple of scenes where Chow Yun-Fat's like making out with her, and I think he got the most out of that, kissing those lips. I mean, I bet he was a happy man at the end of filming. But yeah. What about you? Who's your standouts?
Well, I really enjoyed Eric Tsang's performance in this because he sort of had a lot of comedy bits in it, but then towards the end there was like quite an emotional scene, I thought, from him. I was quite surprised because I don't think I've really seen him act like that before with quite a lot of emotion, so that just really stood out to me.
Yeah, certainly not from that period anyway. We've seen him later on play like gangsters and stuff, but that's a different sort of role, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It just really struck a chord with me. But
yeah,
that's just me.
To bring that sort of gravity to a role like that in a comedy film.
Yeah, when you were not expecting it, because it's like a comedy, romantic comedy, but then I felt it really became quite dramatic.
That's what pulls you in. That's what gives some
yeah.
credibility to the character and the story, and like you say, I think he's overlooked for what he does. Really, you know, I think. But yeah, I mean, we had one of our personal favourites in there as well. She was in our top 5 actress list.
Indeed.
Sandra Ng.
Yes.
And yeah, this is that sort of period where she was like the butt of the jokes. Oh, it's the ugly one, which, as you know, I don't agree with. But you know, her comedy chops work in fine form in this. Really like her.
She was great in it. Yeah, really good little role for her. So she wasn't in it a lot, but she was great in it.
No.
We also had Elizabeth Lee.
Yes, who was in our Yuppie Fantasia review. I mean, she's a pretty sexy lady. She looks hot on screen. And on that foot, we've also got Pauline Wong, who also looks like absolutely fantastic on the screen. And Jet Li's wife, Nina Lichi, who also looks fantastic. So, you know, guys out there, if you like your Hong Kong actresses, you know, especially the pretty ones, you've got a whole bevy of them in this film. So, yeah, there is a lot to recommend if you like this type of film.
Yeah. And it was also directed by Clarence Ford.
Yes, Clarence Ford. Some people might know him as Clarence Fok, and you might know him for other films like Naked Killer, Iceman Cometh, and Her Name is Cat, which all had like UK VHS releases. You know, that was some of the food that I was growing up on. But yeah, this is a completely different type of film for that director. And yeah, it was fun. Right, with that being said, Shaz, what are you going to score it?
I'm going to score this film 6 out of 10.
And I tend to agree, you know, that figure was in my head as well. I'm also going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not one of our top films, but, you know, a bit of a comfort film, you know?
It was nice. I did enjoy it.
Good. So, to wrap it up, Shaz, would you recommend this one?
I think I would, yeah, but I think you'd have to have the caveat that it just might not be for everyone.
Fair dues.
And so what's the availability at the moment?
Right, yes, this one's still widely available. You can get it for about, was it £13, I think? Yeah, £13, DDD House.hk or Yo-Yo. We'll put links in the description so you can purchase it should you wish. We hope you've enjoyed today's review. And we'd like to thank everybody that's watched this video, all the subscribers, and all of our followers on social media.
Next time on HKB, we'll be looking at Floating City.
Yes, we hope to see you then. And remember, folks, be true and buy the blue.